left Texas, and I left Florida, and I left Louisiana, and I went to Puerto Rico, and I met with the president of the Virgin Islands.
Alexa, who is the president of the Virgin Islands?
The U.S. Virgin Islands president is Donald Trump.
Oh my God, that's my Instagram. That's hilarious. That was pretty good, Alex. Really sad. What?
The Virgin Islands doesn't have a president. I think it has a governor or
yes,
something.
Yes, it
Puerto
does.
Rico. It
no,
does have
it's got a president.
Donald Trump.
Its president is Donald J. Trump.
He just doesn't know it. So
he went and met with himself, and he says it was the most remarkable meeting because he says the president of the Virgin Islands has the most incredible brain, and says he's got the best words, the president of the Virgin Islands does.
because the president exaggerates and even lies and muddles the truth about what exactly he has not done in places like Puerto Rico. Thank God for organizations like AmeriCares. You and I hosted, Joe, this weekend the 30th annual Airlift fundraiser, and a plane took off on Saturday night for Guatemala. They also announced a renewed focus on Puerto Rico. They provide medical care, relief to hotspots around the world, and also here in America where help is needed. And I've been involved with the organization for more than 30 years. And I'm so proud that we were able to step up and help, and hopefully they raised a lot of money. It was a really good night.
Yeah, there's so many people that come up to us and ask what they can do. And you know, I was on the ground in Katrina right after it happened, and there are so many things that are needed immediately, but AmeriCares is now the answer that I always give. Being on the ground and seeing the work that they do, and knowing that you've been involved in the organization again from the beginning, they do extraordinary work, and AmeriCares fills in the gap, especially in a place like Puerto Rico, especially where health care is so needed. They provide health care and that governments and governmental agencies sometimes can't provide. And how exciting that next year their airlift is going specifically to Puerto Rico. And that's going to be needed because this is going to be a recovery that is going to be years in the making, especially if this president continues to turn a blind eye to the people of Puerto Rico, to those American citizens who continue to suffer down there every day. Mika, if this were in the suburbs of Dallas, Texas, if this were in the suburbs, if this was happening in Mountain Brook, Alabama, if this was happening in the northern part of Atlanta, oh my God, we would have an operation going on there that would make D-Day look like a spring picnic. But because it's Americans on an island in Puerto Rico that Donald Trump is not focused on or interested in, he's actually insulting them and threatening to take away support. This is a national disgrace, and this is a national shame. One of the ways that you can help and do the sort of things that the president is not doing, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, because this is not political, just like Katrina. You know, it was mainly Republicans that were going with me over to Mississippi and Louisiana back after Katrina. I mean, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you need to help Americans in Puerto Rico, and you can do that by contributing to AmeriCares. Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.